Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out East Origin on Nintendo Switch. Now, I think this is like the 4th time I bought this game. I think I buy it on every platform it's ever appeared on. But I don't regret it, because I do love the East series. For me, it's my favorite Falcom series, although for most other people, that's going to be the Trails of Cold Steel or Trails of the Sky, but for me, this is my favorite. So let's see how this one holds up. Oh, there's a gore, huh? Oh, well. Low, high, and then gore. So Unica or Hugo. Unico is the main character, strangely enough. Start off on easy. It does actually get kind of difficult later on. Oh, it's not Japanese. What is that? Is that Korean? Or is it? Oh, French? She's saying set.
Les terres se veillent un oiseau précieux.
Oh, French.
La terre noire. Élevé de deux espèces de pouvoirs mystérieux.
Or not really? Yeah, it's like a mix of stuff.
Avec la magie, on pouvait faire des miracles. Avec la colère, on pouvait amplifier ce pouvoir magique.
I mean, it's mostly French. I recognize a lot of French.
Grâce à lui, on croyait que le gloire de la East durait une éternité. Soudainement, un désastre a frappé la East. Beaucoup de monstres démoniaques sont apparus et ont commencé d'envahir la East. Les forces diaboliques ont ravagé la terre tout à coup, et tous les habitants ont été acculés dans le temple de Salomon. Il semblait que c'était la fin du monde. Alors, c'est la perle noire qui a sauvé la East de la reine, car elle a sauvé le temple à l'air. Mais aussitôt après le soulagement fugitif, les diables ont construit une tour. Et beaucoup de monstres avec des ailes sont partis au sanctuaire. La East se menaçait de tomber. Qui Pierre, un événement temporaire est arrivé dans le temple de Salomon. Quelle histoire! Les déesses du mal, les symboles de la East sont disparus. Dans une situation désespérée, les citizens ont pris une résolution. Pour faire finir le web de recherche, ils ont fait une sélection parmi les chevaliers et les sorciers. Enfin, les saints les ont envoyés à la terre dévastée.
Looks like the visuals are a little cleaned up. I mean, the original game was like it was like 320 by 278 or something. It was a pretty low resolution original. Maybe a little higher than that, but not much. So it looks pretty good. It's a little soft, but it looks pretty good. Yeah. course, music's fantastic. It's an East tradition. It's weird having an East game without Adol or Adol, depending on who the voice actor is and who the pronunciation is at the time. When this was on TripleGrafx, he was Adol, and then the last game that came out, he was Adol. I'm not sure which one's right. But again, no Adol here. But we do get the goddesses. I mean, sort of. My whole life, I've never been able to use magic. But I made a promise long ago. I promised I would become a knight. I told myself I would guard those two with my life, just as my dad did. Please, Dad, watch over me. I swear I'll become a holy knight and keep our ladies Rhea and Fina from harm. Where am I? Let's see. Oh, my butt. Okay, focus. I joined up with the search party heading down to the surface. And then what? I remember there was a sudden impact, like we hit something or something hit us. Wait, is that? The Tree of Roda. It is. It's really you, Rhoda Tree. You survived. You've finally awoken. You seem familiar to me. A friend of the goddesses, are you not? I am. My name is Unica. Unica Tova. Yes, I remember now. You're Priest Tova's granddaughter. Well, yes I am, but I don't really take after him all that much. I can't even use magic. You're the elder Rhoda Tree, right? How's your younger brother? Is he alright? Yes, he's fine. In fact, he's been my sole conversation partner all this time. I bet. You always were quite the chatterbox. I must admit, when the shrine ascended, I found myself worrying about you two. I'm really glad you're both okay. The goddess gave us life, and they maintain our lives as well. These noxious fumes will not sever our bonds with them so easily. But you, Atova, when was it? I beheld a man with one companion in tow, surrounded by a horde of demons. Am I correct in assuming then that he too was of the Tova lineage? Yeah, that was my dad. He stayed behind on the surface and brought us some time and bought us some time to raise Solomon's Shrine. My grandpa says he couldn't have survived down here. I have felt his essence disappear into the miasma. Which is not to say I witnessed his death, but I can hardly doubt his fate. So I guess Grandpa was right. Well, then I guess the book is closed on him, so now it's his daughter's time to shine. Oh? Do you seek something from this ruined land, then? Yes, we've come down to the surface in search of our ladies, Rhea and Fina. A few days ago, the two of them vanished from the shrine, and no one's seen or heard from them since. I did catch sight of the goddesses. It was, perhaps, 3 days ago? You saw them? So, Father Xian was right. They really did come to the surface. Did you see where they went? You see that tower at the foot of Mount Precious? That horrifying tower built to bridge this ruined land with Solomon's Shrine up above? Well, looks like they kept it at 60, that's good. Though it is weak, I sense the essence of both goddesses in that palace. What? They're in the tower? Why didn't you stop them? They sought the tower of their own volition. I saw no reason to intervene. But you know what that tower represents. Wait, they are not alone. I sense others in and around its perimeter. Your companions, I believe. Huh? Which companions? Who's over there? So, will you go to them? I will. I need to meet up with the others right away so we can bring our stray goddess back home. You must be a such a dangerous, no ordinary outside world. Rhoda? Speak to me. Say something. Guess the gases are starting to flare up. With no magic of my own to fall back on, I'm afraid I just can't hear your voice anymore, old friend. Lady Rhea, Lady Fina. Now you can really tell the original resolution was quite low. The movie's definitely going to reveal that. Still, it's not bad. It's a cleaner image than I thought it would be. Yeah, obviously, still a lot of noise, compression artifacts, but like I said, it's a low-res original. The tower entrance. This doesn't feel right. Shouldn't there be more demons guarding the entrance? Oh. I suppose we should have expected this, considering where we are. If only we had some others with us, we'd be on more even footing. We'll put up a barrier and try to hold it for as long as possible. That should buy you time to take out the demons on that side. Fewer demons means better odds, right? If I must take up arms, then so be it. Ah, aren't you... Apprentice Knight Yuna Gatova, at your service. Much obliged. Do what you can with these beasts, if you please. We'll take care of the demons in the room's periphery. Understood. Dino. Eolia, come. Yes, father. Right away. Oh, okay, I'll just take care of these three then. You rotten creatures have turned all our lives upside down and taken my dad away from me. So they don't expect me to hold back. Okay, Y to attack, B to jump. Jump slash with B and Y, lunge attack. immediately after coming to a stop. Okay, a thrust attack during the ascent of a jump. Down thrust attack during the descent of a jump. Reasonable enough. What is boost mode and how is it used? When Unica's boost gauge reaches 100%, press X to activate boost mode. Unica will glow and her abilities will be temporarily enhanced. Skill enhanced skills will also cost half as much MP to use and will pack a greater punch. Unica will only take half damage when hit by enemies. Nicely done. Father Superior, and you two are, guess there wasn't much time for introductions now, was there? I'm Dino, the acolyte of Solomon Shrine. And I'm his colleague, Eolia. I'm Unica Tova. It's nice to meet you both. Tova? In relation to Commander Saul Tova? Oh yes, I'm his daughter. Live up to your heritage then. Your fighting style is gallant and graceful. Were I to wield a battle axe of that size, well, suffice to say, I have a hard time keeping my balance, let alone hitting anything. Well, you see, I can't use magic, so my strength is really all I have. Ah, I see. This young lady was kind enough to volunteer her services in search of our runaway deities. So I suggest we put forth our best effort to find them, for their sakes and for ours and for the commander's as well. Father Superior, thank you so much. But where are the other knights? And the sorcerers? Aren't they with you? I'm afraid not. Just as the surface came in sight, our transport spell was disrupted by some outside force, intentionally, as best as I can tell. Was that the impact I felt then? It was, and whatever hit us, it blocked out all ability to control the transport, resulting in a breakdown of the entire enchantment. We were scattered in all directions and hurled down to the surface quite unceremoniously, though it could have been much worse. Were it not for our individual barriers, the fall alone surely would have been fatal. Whatever force knocked us from the sky originated from this tower, so we've come to determine who's responsible for and for what reason. That doesn't explain why you're here, though, Unica. And all alone, no less. Well, how about that? Unica recounted her conversation with the Rota-Tree regarding the whereabouts of the goddesses. Could that be true? Why would they come to such a dreadful place? I can't even begin to imagine. Father, we must find them at once. Indeed, there is no time to lose. Sadly, even with our powers pooled, our fighting skills are no match for the denizens of this wicked place. We need to reassemble the search party before we can begin in earnest. Of course, you're absolutely right. May I entrust this task to you, Dino? Yes, Father. Thank you. Using the Rota-Tree as a base, I'll search the area via transport spell and round up everyone I can find. As for you, young lady... Yes, Father Superior? There's no guarantee that a situation similar to the one we've just experienced won't reoccur. I'd like for you to remain here with us until the rest of our party arrives, keeping a watchful eye for any more uninvited guests. Oh, okay. Is something wrong? Well, I was kind of hoping you might let me do a little recon. Just in the immediate area, of course. Not too far away or anything. I'd like to get in some combat training, so I won't let my guard down if the situation gets critical. I mean, just an apprentice knight, and with no magic ability whatsoever, well, I'm just kind of worried I'll get in the way, you know? Admittedly, your reasoning is sound, but I would be remiss to blindly offer consent, knowing the risk. Well, we need to learn more about this tower anyway, don't we? I mean, we barely know anything about it. Come on, please. I'm up to it. I know I am. Very well. I shall personally explain the situation to Sir Galleon upon his arrival.
Seriously? Thank you. Thank you so very, very much.
There is one condition, however. I must insist that you take this with you. Receive the crystal.
What is this?
Come over here, please. I'll show you.
It's a statue of a monster. How twisted.
Just watch. The crystal's power purified the demon statue.
Wow, just like that. It's a goddess statue. But how?
The best way to explain it would be to say that it's been returned to its original natural form. When East descended, several goddess statues were left behind on the surface. It seems the monsters must have found one, brought it here, and changed it, though to what end I cannot say.
Oh. Lady Rhea, Lady Fina. I'm sorry I said you were twisted. I didn't recognize you like that.
I think it's safe to assume the other goddess statues have been brought here as well, and have likely met a similar fate. Thus the crystal. If you are to scout the tower, you may well encounter the other statues and can purify them just as I did this one.
Alright, sounds easy enough. It's kind of like a portable blessing.
Ah, but that's not all. It has another function as well. It can magically transport you to any purified goddess statue within the tower, in the blink of an eye. And the object itself is enchanted with this ability, so no magic will be required on your part.
Oh, sounds like a lifesaver. Thank you again, Father Superior, for your blessing, and for this crystal as well. Unica, I'd like you to take this with you, too.
See the Lala shell.
A shell? Another magical item. In this case, it serves as a communication device, allowing us to speak with one another across any distance. No matter where you may be, just talk into the shell. Unless I'm somehow indisposed, I'll hear you. If you should find yourself in need of any assistance, please don't hesitate to make use of it. Neat. Thanks a bunch. I'll take good care of it. But before I go, Father Superior, Sister Eolia? Yes, is there something else you needed? I know I kind of just stubbornly forced my way into the search party, and now I've actually managed to convince you to let me go off on my own. So, I just wanted to say, I won't let you down. I promise. Thanks for being so accommodating. I may not ever be as great a knight as my father was, but I'll do everything in my power to find our goddesses. You can count on me. I hope you'll be able to count on us too. We're all in this together, you know.
We'll be right here if you need us. Do not hesitate to return for any reason. And may the goddesses guide your path. Please don't forget, if the situation becomes dire, use the power of the crystal. Let it bring you back to safety.
I will. And may the goddesses guide your path as well.
Acquired Calciton Panacea. Oop.
This looks like one of the holy artifacts of East. But why would the demons have it? Acquired cerulean flabellum. A surge of power bursts forth from the artifact. Unico is granted use of the whirlwind skill. Artifacts of East bestow mystical skills upon their bearers. Skill attack activating skills will launch various special attacks. Activate the select skill with A. Note, the skills consumed MP when used. Overcoming obstacles, certain skills can be used to negate magical traps or activate mechanisms opening up new paths. Exploiting weaknesses, some enemies are invulnerable to most attacks, but crumble under the might of certain skills. Normal attack damage low, skill attack damage high. Unica's whirlwind turns her into a deadly gliding gale. Unica can move freely while in whirlwind form and is dangerous to the touch. Use whirlwind skill, simply equip it and press A, then activate it in-game with A. Gliding. By activating the whirlwind during a jump, you can glide through the air, greatly increasing the distance covered. The whirlwind provides cover for Unica while radiating damaging winds in all directions, making it an ideal choice when surrounded by enemies. Skill charge. Charge your skill to unleash a much larger and more powerful whirlwind attack. After obtaining at least one emerald, press and hold A for several seconds to charge, then let go to release. Whoa, I had no idea there was so much power in this thing. It's not really magic like the sorcerer's cast, but it's sure close enough for me. I'll take whatever I can get. Oh, the objects are so tiny. It's sort of hard to see them sometimes. Yeah, the control's really smooth. I said it's the definitely the benefit of having the ability to do 60 frames. But you know, the game's engine is ancient, so I would have been surprised or disappointed if it didn't do 60 frames. You know? There we go. My goodness. Oh, very finicky. It's locked up tight, and it won't open without a key.
Eep, what's happening? Where am I? It looks like a different room entirely. I guess that weird magic circle thing must have teleported me here. That's a pretty sophisticated trap for a bunch of demons. Crystal's power purified the demon statue. There's a peculiarly shaped depression in the altar. I don't have anything peculiarly shaped to put in the altar. Yeah, I think East 8 did pretty well, especially being an early launch title, or I guess launch period title. I don't remember if it came out on the same day as the Switch or not. But that was a lot of people's first exposure to East, and I think that bodes well for the series as a whole, you know. I think it's always sold moderately well. At least well enough to, you know, justify, like, you know, 10 sequels. Yeah, this is not like it's not like a real full fat East game. I mean, it was kind of designed for the you know, the portable systems or the phones. So it's a tower exploration game. So you'll like be returning to the you know, the tower over and over again, sort of like a roguelite, I suppose. Acquired Rhoda fruit. Yeah, so I don't want people to come in expecting like this full gigantic game, like East 8, if that was your first East game. This is definitely a less ambitious game. But you know, the core gameplay loop is really fun. And you'll still be playing for, you know, quite a number of hours until you get to the end. But it's not anywhere near as diverse as East 8. So as long as you understand that, then you can have a good time with it. It's firmly shut, but there doesn't appear to be any sort of keyhole. Oh, yeah. Sounds like every girlfriend I know. Acquired emerald. Whirlwind power increased. Jewels unlock the full potential of the artifacts of ease. Acquiring jewels, there are specific jewels associated with each of the 3 artifacts of ease. With each jewel acquired, the corresponding skill becomes more powerful. Emerald enhances wind skill, topaz enhances thunder skill, ruby enhances the fire skill. Skill enhancements: with even a single jewel collected, the appropriate skill can now be charged. Additional jewels increase the rate of MP recovery and provide an overall increase in power. Thankfully no damage from falls. That'd be a crappy mechanic to put into a game like this. Acquired Blue Moon Crest. What? Strange. If you're a demon, then why don't I feel threatened by you? I actually think you're kind of adorable. Are you one of the Ruse, maybe? My grandpa told me about you little guys. He said the vapors outside transform you into demons, but demon or no, you're just too cute. I'm not really trained for this. I don't have any idea what you're saying at all. Is someone from House Gemma there as well? Maybe, or if someone from House Gemma were here, maybe we'd be able to communicate, but I wouldn't even know where to begin. I'm sorry, I just don't understand. House Tovo has a proud legacy, but I'm afraid demon linguistics just aren't a big part of it. Oh, wait, are you hungry? Is that it? I'll take that as a yes. Come to think of it, I just might have some food to give you. Rotor food, I guess. Whoa. Is that a piece of Clario ore? Unica's axe has been strengthened. That's amazing. I never knew you guys were so talented. Thank you so much. I think those things are like Tom Nook. You know, you agree to something and then you end up with just being in debt with them for a long time. What other choice do you have? Yeah, unlike a typical roguelite, you know, each upgrade, there's, you know, it's not like a percentage of an increment. It actually feels like a full, you know, a full upgrade. Whenever you find new artifacts, they do noticeable power enhancements. So you never feel like you're just like ticking away at, you know, at this long-term goal. Things feel more immediate and more rewarding. So I think I need to go there. which is, the core problem I have with roguelites being made nowadays is that, it's, I guess it's okay to not necessarily do full designs of a game and expect the player to just, slowly chip away at something, but then, like, when you're rewarded with something, it's never something noticeable, so you never really feel like you make progression on a typical roguelite. Not so with this game. The power is significant when you do upgrades. Catnip for the kitty. Okay. Set the blue moon crest in the altar. Dilly-ho! Huh? I think we lost him. Annoying little runt. How the hell can he evade us for this long? Doesn't he ever get tired? There's no way he could have gone much farther. I say we keep looking. Sorry, but I've lost what little interest I had. There's no glory in catching a sorcerer who'd rather run for cover than stand and fight. He's clearly not a worthy opponent. Man, you need to lighten up. It's the thrill of the hunt, you know. Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt, but you're not from the search party, are you? If not, then you might want to get out of here. The tower is a pretty dangerous place to be. Is this girl for real? This is too funny. Just look at her. Just look at her clothes and that dumb expression on her face. She's a total hick. What now? Identify yourself, little girl. Are you a friend of that sorcerer's? What sorcerer? I'm Unica Tova, apprentice to the Holy Knights of Ys. Unica Tova? Huh, so they've got a little shit like you working in service of the goddesses, do they? Guess they must really be hurting for help up there. Okay, I told you my name. How about you return the favor? If you've been on the surface this whole time, I guess that means you missed your chance to take refuge in the shrine. Man, I'd heard the people from East were a bit on the simple side, but this is just sad. Yeah, it's no fun when they come right up to you and practically beg you to kill them. There's no sport in it, you know? Maybe we should try out one of those demon familiars that Zava let us use. Suit yourself. I have no idea what's going on right now. What are you two talking about? Capture the goddesses and kill any interlopers. Those are our orders. The goddesses? You mean Lady Rhea and Lady Athena? Seriously? Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here? Huh, that's enough chatter with you, hick girl. Coming to this tower will be the last mistake you ever make. A demon? Have fun. Damn it. No. I didn't know how I did it, but I did it. But who in the world were those two? And why would they be hanging around with demons? Plus, why would they want to capture Lady Rhea and Lady Fina? Acquired bronze key. Acquired mask of eyes. relics. Let's use the bronze key.
Hey, I know you. You're Unikatova, right? Huh? Who's there? Where are you? Calm down. Just take off the mask. Unica removed the mask of eyes from her face. Oh, I recognize you from the search party. Same, and let me tell you, it's a relief to find a friendly face in here. I'm Rico Gemma, part of the Sorcerer's contingent. It's nice to meet you. Oh, okay, you must be Priest Gemma's grandson then, right? How did you wind up in a place like this? Well, when I came to, I found myself slumped in a heap right outside this tower. I figured I'd take a peek inside, and when I did, I caught a glimpse of some people heading up the stairs. Naturally, I assumed they were part of the search party, so I followed them, but that turned out to be a bad idea. Oh. No, are you hurt? Yeah, but there's no need to worry. I cast some healing magic on it, so I'm just waiting here for the wound to close. I can't really walk on this leg until it does, though. Well, at least it's not incurable, I guess. And at least you have a good cover until it does heal. So those people you saw, did they turn out to be a couple of thugs? Like a really muscly man and a woman with all kinds of tattoos? How did you know? I had a run-in with them myself. Oh my, I'm glad you managed to get away then. When I caught up with them, they taunted me, then summoned some kind of big demon that chased me all over the tower. Sounds like we both had similar experiences. I can't imagine how a human being would be able to exercise that kind of control over demons, though. I don't know, but one thing's for sure. We've got to watch our backs in here. Those two clearly aren't messing around. Crap, you're right. This could be really bad. Huh? What do you mean? Before they ran off, they were talking about trying to capture Lady Rhea and Lady Athena. What? I don't understand. Unica explained the situation to Rico, beginning with the information given to her by the Rhoda tree. Every detail you just told me makes me more nervous than the last. If the goddesses truly are in this tower, then someone is clearly targeting them. We have to hurry and find them before... There's a lot I still don't get, but I have to admit I have a bad feeling about it. Pretty much all of this. So far, the demons on these lower floors haven't posed much of a challenge, so I think I just need to push on a bit further. I wish I could join you, but I need to stay here and rest until my leg heals. I'd be no good in a fight as I am. There's something I think you should have, though. It might help you overcome some of the obstacles you'll face in there.
Received blue necklace.
What's this? It's a protective talisman handed down from generation to generation in House Gemma. It has the power to weaken the pull of wicked magic, so it might help you overcome any traps or enemies our enemies have set. That does sound helpful. Thanks. Take care, Unica. Remember to watch your back. Wow, not bad, Rico. Not bad at all. Your family's awesome. I wonder who set the trap, though. Was it those two punks? I mean, they seem strong, but that was pretty sophisticated magic. There's no way either of them could be that good. Not that I want to judge, I guess. Unica? Ah, Roy. Was it her, Roy? Well, it's good to see you're still in one piece. Ramona, boy, am I glad to see you too. I'm starting to get worried. I don't think you're the one who should be worrying here. Honestly, do you have no shame at all? Well, this is a fine how do you do. Don't you dare interrupt me when I'm talking to you. You're just an apprentice. You weren't even supposed to be in the search party to begin with. You're practically forcing your way in. So what in the world made you think it was okay to go wandering around the demon stronghold alone? I was trying to get some combat experience. I mean, I'm here, so I kind of like to be useful if push comes to shove. Besides, Father Superior gave me permission, so I don't know why you're on my case. I followed protocol. Combat experience my ass. You did this because Lady Rhea and Lady Fina are in here somewhere, and you know it. Whenever those two are involved, you completely lose sight of reality. You don't think, you just act. I'll bet it never even crossed your mind that this little stunt of yours might have Commander Galleon and Ramona worried sick. An apprentice should behave like an apprentice, damn it, not like some blowhard pioneer. But you're just a novice yourself. And you're only 1 year older than me. When are you going to stop treating me like a little kid? When you stop acting like one. What was it you wrote on your enrollment form when I asked you why you wanted to be a knight? Because I love ladies Rhea and Fina? Shut up, shut up, shut up! Alright, that's enough out of you two. I know you practically grew up together, but this is neither the time nor the place for your little schoolyard quarrel. We didn't grow up together. Well, whatever the case may be, you need to consider your surroundings. We're here for a common goal, and we need to work together. We'll do a better job of finding the goddesses if we can cooperate and coordinate. Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry. Now, right as we were walking in, you were mumbling something about two punks setting a trap. Would you mind filling us in on the details? Oh, sure. Unica explained everything that had happened since her arrival in the tower. Why would anyone else be looking for the goddesses? We could have a real situation on our hands here. We should discuss this with Father Shion at once. I'm also a bit concerned about Rico Gemma. I understand he's in a safe room, but he's still injured and alone. It is concerning. I think you and I should attend to him. Attend to him, Roy. As for you, Unica, I believe you've had enough training for one day. I want you to return to home base immediately. But once Rico is safe and secure, we'll be right behind you. Then we can all get our facts straight and formulate a plan of attack. Understood? Yes, ma'am. Don't get sidetracked on your way back to base. Base now, I mean it. Alright, I get it. Waiting around at the base of the tower sounds really tedious. Maybe I'll just explore a teensy bit further before heading back. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Ys Origin on Nintendo Switch. I really like this game. I think if you're okay with a bit of a dungeon crawler, that's a much smaller game than Ys 8. Then I think you'd be happy with it. I'm having fun with it, just playing it again, and I've played it a couple times already. So I think the conversion's done really well. It's a nice crisp. Runs at a full 60 frames. Which is pleasant. Sometimes even though the game's older, they somehow seem to manage to
screw up the frame rate on other games. But this one runs really well. I think it looks pretty good. Again, it's an older game, so it's not going to be like your top-tier graphics or anything, but I think it's serviceable and still not too bad. Especially in portable mode, you know, it's pretty clean looking. Some of the text is a little blurry due to the nature of the original source being, you know, kind of a low resolution, but I think they did an okay job of scaling it correctly to the new resolutions. So yeah, pick it up if you want something fun to play. I'll be playing it as well. And yeah, it'll be yet another game we try to finish. Thankfully, I have been finishing games lately, but I've also been adding more games than I can possibly finish at a time, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Once again, this is audap, and you've been watching East Origins on Nintendo Switch. I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.